So today what we're going to be talking about is your makeup starter kit. It's your ultimate beginner's guide to all the things that you may or may not need in your makeup kit if you're going to start buying or wearing makeup for the first time. I started wearing makeup right around when I was 19 years old. I got my first set of makeup brushes when I was 19. That's just right around the time also too when I started making YouTube videos. I'm actually really excited to do this video because when I started wearing makeup, I actually didn't really check for guides to, you know, what I should buy, what I shouldn't buy. And what ended up happening is every time I went to the drugstore, if I went to MAC or any of those places, I would end up overspending because I was buying things that I didn't need. And so right now I just really want to help those of you out who don't really know what to get in your starter kit. So I guess let's begin. It really doesn't matter if you buy high-end or drugstore or anything like that. It really depends on your budget. So when I started wearing makeup, I wore a lot of e.l.f. cosmetics because I was testing out, you know, how to really apply eyeshadow and all of that stuff. And I wore a lot of drugstore makeup, not necessarily because it's what I could afford at the time, but also too because you don't really want to splurge on something and then find out that you don't like it, especially if you're wearing makeup for the first time. Write a list. You need to know what you're going to buy. Do not go into the drugstore or into MAC or Sephora and say to yourself, I'm just gonna pick up whatever, because then before you know it, your credit card's all maxed out and you have a bunch of makeup that you're probably not gonna use. Do not go anywhere, especially if you're buying makeup for the first time, without making a budget. This really helps to keep you on track and you end up getting the things that you need first as opposed to just buying a bunch of things that you want. Before you even apply your foundation or anything like that, I would say have a primer. Now primers can be pretty much whatever you want to buy. I have a couple that I would like to share with you that I really like and that I think are pretty universal for multiple skin types. The MAC Prep and Prime Skin Based Visage. I find this one to be really good, especially too because the way how I apply my makeup, I don't like to put on moisturizer before I put on my foundation. I find that moisturizer drastically changes the way how my foundation applies. So I like to go with a moisturizing primer like this one. The Skin Based Visage is really good for that because it kind of goes on like a moisturizer. It looks like that, and then when you blend it out, it definitely feels very moisturizing on the skin. And also too, if you're going for that kind of like dewy glowy look, this is really good for that. I would say if you're testing out primer for the first time, definitely go into stores like Sephora and MAC Cosmetics. They will give you samples and then you can find out the primer that you really like before you actually go and buy it. So I guess that's actually my third tip, is to make sure that you get samples first. Samples are a big deal when you're buying makeup for the first time. After primer, I want to say that you want to have a really good foundation or BB cream. Now your foundation is your base. That is what, you know, it preps your face for the powders and the other creams that you're going to put on top of it. A flawless base, a flawless foundation ensures that the rest of your makeup looks really good. And the foundation that I'm actually wearing today is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. The next foundation that I actually really like is more on the sheer end of things. It gives your skin a really nice dewy look, and it also is not very heavy, and that's the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. This one recently came out. Absolutely love this stuff. I feel like if you're gonna splurge on your makeup, then definitely do that with your foundation because you are gonna be wearing it under everything, and if your foundation ain't right, then your makeup is just not gonna be right. Now if you don't really want to jump into the foundation pool yet, then I would definitely say go for a BB cream, and one that I love and still stand by is the Gosh BB cream. I bought this stuff, somebody stole it, I bought another one, I lost that one, and then I bought it again. So I really like this one. It was like $20, so these are a lot cheaper, and it's just a great way to start dabbling into foundation based products. I think concealers are a great thing to have in your makeup kit. When I just started wearing foundation, I didn't wear any concealer. It was just more like primer, foundation, face powder, blush. That's it. Like, my makeup routine was a lot simpler. And to be honest with you, if you want to get like that really flawless look, especially if you have blemishes or dark spots. Concealers definitely come in handy, and I have a few that I use that are definitely, they vary among the kind of like the range of products. One that I really like is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Concealer. This is a stick concealer. Love this stuff. I use it mainly under my eyes, and I also use it to kind of like brighten up under my brows. This one you can find at pretty much any drugstore that sells makeup products, L'Oreal products. So this one's really good. Really happy that I picked this one up. The next one that I have is one of my absolute favorites. This is the MAC Pro-Longwear Concealer. This one is just really good for covering up blemishes. It's nice and thick, and Pro-Longwear just means that it lasts all day. This does not move once you apply it and you set it, so if you guys are looking for a really good concealer that doesn't really go anywhere, then I would say this one for sure. And then the third one that I really love is one that a lot of YouTubers love as well, and this is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one is really good. They have a huge range of colors from multiple skin types, or skin tones, sorry, and it's just amazing. So you need setting powder to basically set your foundation so that it just kind of like stays and it doesn't kind of, I don't know, essentially fall off your face. And two that I really like is the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Natural and the Nars Soft Velvet Loose Powder. Absolutely love these. This one gives you like a really nice kind of glowy finish, very lightweight, and it's just really great for just an all-over face powder. A lot of times too, when I don't wear foundation, I actually do wear this one just on my face to just kind of like give it just a tiny bit of coverage. It's good coverage, but it's not heavy coverage, so I really like that. And my shade in this one is just dark. And then for the Nars Soft Velvet Loose Powder, I actually bought this back in April. I was prepping for my wedding. Absolutely love this powder. It's just really great. It's lightweight. It's a really light color, but it matches my skin tone perfectly, and it just gives your skin a really nice glowy look as well. But it's also super lightweight, so you don't feel like you're caking on the face powder, you know what I mean? It's like just enough to kind of blend out the skin. So blushes are basically they're powders that you apply to your cheek area. So when I smile, not the light part, but the kind of reddish part right here. So when you smile, that area there that kind of bunches up the apples of your cheeks, that's pretty much where blush goes. And blushes, really, I think one of the main things that you need to know with blushes is that you have to get something that's good for your skin tone. A color that I think goes with a variety, multiple skin tones is one Ambering Rose by MAC Cosmetics. Now MAC Cosmetics makes amazing blushes, so Ambering Rose is a really good one. It's a nice kind of like a plummy reddish brown color, so it's really nice, and it is a sheer tone shimmer blush, so it does give off a little bit of a glow when you apply this to your cheeks. And then you want to go for like a pink peachy tone blush, which also looks great on multiple skin tones, and this one that I have is Pinch a Peach by MAC. Absolutely love this color. I don't know if it is a part of their permanent collection because I actually picked this up at the MAC Estee Lauder warehouse sale, but this is just a really good blush to use, and it's also really sheer. So these two blushes, Ambering Rose and Pinch a Peach. Bronzer is definitely it's not a must-have in your makeup kit. I feel like if you're really dark skinned and you like that golden glow though, one bronzing powder that I absolutely love is this one. This is Gold Deposit by MAC. Absolutely beautiful bronze look, amazing for the summertime. But like I said, if you're just starting out with your makeup kit, you don't really it's not a necessity to have a bronzer, but if you really wanted to, you could. If you must do highlighter, which basically goes on the high planes of the face, so if you see that part of my face that's glowing, if you want like something like this, the glowing nose, the glowing forehead, the glowing whatever, then a highlighter is pretty much what does that. One highlighter that I'm absolutely loving right now, you'll probably hear about it or see it all over YouTube, is the Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector. This one is called Champagne Pop. It is the limited edition one that Becca Cosmetics collaborated with Jaclyn Hill to create. Absolutely beautiful highlighter. It's really great for really pale skin, but it's also really beautiful on dark skin. As you can tell, it's just absolutely It's gorgeous. Like, I'm not even kidding. When I saw people talking about how gorgeous this was, I'm like, bullshit. Seriously, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful kind of champagne-y, slightly peachy toned highlighter. So if you must have one, then I would say this one for sure. Contour is much like kind of bronzer. It's not necessarily a necessity. I would say that if you really want to do the whole contouring and highlighting thing, I would say do highlight over contour. You don't really need it, because pretty much highlighting and contouring accentuates and also hides those areas of your face that you don't really want seen. So contour kind of conceals, you know, those areas of your face. It kind of like carves it out to give you kind of like that chiseled high cheekbone look, and then the highlight just kind of accentuates the high cheekbones even more to make them stand out even more. So if you're going to choose between highlighting and contouring, then I would definitely say highlighting. But if you want to contour as well, then the one powder that I absolutely love is the Smashbox Photo Filter Creamy Powder Foundation. This is the only thing I use to contour my cheeks. So this area right here, absolutely love this. And they have a bunch of different ones, like not different ones, but they have a wide variety of colors for multiple skin tones. So if you're light skin or dark skin, whatever, you'll probably find something to match your skin tone. When I started wearing makeup, I wore just a lot of neutral colors just because I didn't want to screw it up. Even to this day, I don't like the colorful eye makeup look. It's just not something that I like on me personally, but I think it looks beautiful on other people. And also too, if you're learning how to put on eyeshadow for the first time, you don't really want to start with colors because you could always muck it up, but with neutral shadows, you can't really go wrong. And a really good neutral kit that I love is the Urban Decay Naked palette. This is the original one, and this is just a really good one to have. It has dark shades all the way into shimmery, matte, and light shades. So this is a really good neutral palette for those of you who don't really want to mess with too much color, but this one just gives you a really good variety of neutrals to mess with. Another thing too that I would mention is just having kind of like a customizable palette. Now MAC Cosmetics does this really well, where you can actually get quads, which are the eyeshadow palettes with 4 eyeshadows, where you can actually buy the empty palette itself, like this one, and then you buy the potted eyeshadows to go with it. So this one, you can buy these individually and you can just add them to your palette, which makes it completely customizable, and you also end up buying the eyeshadows that you like. I think eyeliner is definitely one to have in your kit. You can completely define and change the look of your eyes with eyeliner. One that I really love is the MAC Eye Kohl in Smolder. This is just one of my favorite eyeliners. I've always been repurchasing this eyeliner. Absolutely love it. Gives really good, you know, good color payoff, and it lasts forever because literally how big are your eyes? And then for lining your eyes, if you wanted to do something a little bit more defined for that, like that really nice winged eyeliner look, I love the Benefit Their Real Push-Up Liner. Really great to use, and I find that I have a lot of control when I'm using this as opposed to like a felt tip liner. So if you guys are looking into something, especially too if you're not very good at doing that winged liner look, I find that I can create a really easy winged liner look with this one. I love the brows. I think that your brows definitely help to shape your face, and if your brows are on point, even if you're not wearing any makeup, people will be like, brows on fleek. I'm not even kidding. So there are 2 things that I use to fill in my brows. This is a tried and true method for me. I love to use the typical brush and powder method. The powder that I absolutely love to use is Mystery by MAC. This one is just a really nice color, especially for dark skin if you have dark hair like mine. And I just use an angled brush like this one. This is the MAC 266 definer brush, and basically just want to rub it in there and then just kind of slowly fill in your brows wherever it needs filling in. And then the next method that I like to use is the brow pencil, and this is one brow pencil that I absolutely swear by. This is the Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil, and I like this one because it comes with a spoolie end on one side and then my pencil on the other side. So this is a really good one, and this is one that I've been using for about 3 or 4 months now. Absolutely love this stuff, but it is a lot more expensive than if you were to say buy, you know, a brush and a powder. But it also is something that I love to use, and I feel like I said, this has been, you know, years in testing and trying out makeup to figure out what I want, so that way I know what to splurge on and what to save on. Before applying eyeshadow and all of that stuff, you really need a good base for your eyeshadow. Primers ensure that your eyeshadow stays where it's going. It also really helps too with the way that your eyeshadow applies so that you can get the maximum color payoff possible. Too Faced Shadow Insurance, actually really like this stuff. I just love the consistency of it, and it just gives really good coverage. My eyeshadow does not move when I use it, and also too, it just really helps the colors to stick out a lot more. I love mascara. I have 50 million mascaras. I buy them, I wear them, I test them out, I keep them forever, never use them. I love mascara. Mascara is my holy grail, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't wear false lashes, and that's the thing too. You don't really need false lashes, but a good mascara can actually give you that look and feel, that glamorous, sexy, that your eyelashes kind of look and feel of a false lash. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. A lot of people love this one. Super affordable. The Maybelline Lash Sensational, it looks like this. It's really nice tube in one. This one is specifically designed to give you more length than volume. So if you have really short lashes and you feel like they need that extra length, then I would say this one is really great for that. And then the mascara that I absolutely love, and I get a lot of compliments on my lashes whenever I wear this mascara, is the Giorgio Armani Black Ecstasy Mascara. Absolutely beautiful. Your lashes look nice and thick and long, and sometimes people are like, are you wearing lashes? And I'm just like, no girl, mascara. And 2 things that you definitely, I would say, need for your lips is lip liner and lipstick. Your lip liner helps your lipstick to last all day, and also too, a good colored lip liner helps to change the color of a lipstick that may or may not have suited your skin tone in the first place. I would say, for one, that you definitely need a nude kind of lip liner or a brown lip liner. This one goes with multiple different lipsticks to just kind of tone them down for you. So I have Cork here by MAC, which is just a beautiful brown lip liner. Another brown one that a lot of people love is Chestnut by MAC. Really beautiful. And then I would say that a red lip liner goes a long way to help with your red lipstick, and that's just because I think that every girl should have red lipstick in their makeup kit. This red lip liner I have is Kiss Me Quick by MAC Cosmetics. For lipsticks, now I don't think it's any secret or any surprise that I'm a huge fan of nude lipsticks. So for nude lip colors, one that looks really amazing on dark skin as an amazing nude, and you guys have seen me wear this in a lot of my videos, is Lolita by Kat Von D. This is the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. These ones come off matte and they just last forever on your lips. So this one is a really great nude for women of color. And then another nude that I really love is Taupe by MAC, and it looks like this one's just a really nice kind of like taupey color. It's just very true to color, and it just looks really great on, you know, on dark skin. And I think with nude lipsticks you can't really go wrong, just because it's really great for everyday wear, especially if you're kind of a little shy to just jump into, you know, the colorful stuff already. And then for red lipstick, I really love, and I think this one looks great on multiple skin tones, whether you're light skin or dark skin, Ruby Woo by MAC. Its undertone is blue, so it makes your teeth look whiter. See? Makes your teeth look whiter, and it just really draws attention to your face. So Ruby Woo by MAC is a really beautiful lipstick, and I think every woman should have this in her collection. If you have nothing else, have Ruby Woo. Okay. Now we're going to be talking about the tools, and you can't really apply good makeup if you don't have proper tools. So I've actually gathered some makeup brushes that I think are really great to start off with. You don't really need all of these. There's more in here that more creates like the idea of having options, as opposed to you need to have all of these. One thing for sure that I think is really great is a blending sponge, a beauty blending sponge. This one is the original Beauty Blender, so these ones do run a little bit pricey. They're about $26 here in Canada, but you can get a lot cheaper beauty blenders. Real Techniques makes a really nice one. If you go to the drugstore, you can find beauty blending sponges for like $5, $6, $7, less than $10 for sure. But the Ultimate Beauty Blender, which is this one here, is absolutely amazing. If you use it to blend out your foundation, it gives your skin a really nice, more natural look, so your foundation doesn't look caked on. Absolutely beautiful, and I just love having a beauty blender for that. I actually did a full face of makeup with just a beauty blender sponge once, so I feel like something like this is just really amazing to have in your kit. For applying foundation, I do have a couple brushes that I absolutely love. This one is the very first makeup brush I ever bought. It is the MAC 190, and this is just the typical foundation brush. If you look at it, it looks kind of like a paintbrush. This is just really great for essentially painting on your foundation, and I just basically put foundation on the back of my hand and I just paint it onto my face pretty much, and then oftentimes I would go in with my beauty blender sponge and just kind of like blend it out really well. If you are looking for something else to apply foundation, this one is also really good. This is the Real Techniques buffing brush. This brush is also super affordable, came in like a set of 4 or 5, and this one is just really great for buffing in your foundation, and it just kind of creates kind of like that flawless kind of air buffed kind of skin look. So this one is also really great for applying foundation. Applying blush, this one is really good. This is the MAC, I think it is the 109. This is the 109 brush. I call this my tulip brush. It kind of looks like a tulip flower, and the tip of it, the flat top of it, is just really great for just getting onto the cheeks and just like buffing it out. And this brush also serves double duty too, because you can actually use it as a contour brush as well. I absolutely love this brush. I use it every single time I wear my foundation or wear makeup in general, and it's just really great for applying blush. For contour, this one is really great. This is the Quo Cosmetics. This is called the Face Contour Brush. This brush, sadly, it's only available in Canada if you go to Shoppers Drug Mart, because Quo Cosmetics is bought exclusively by Shoppers Drug Mart. But this brush is super affordable. I think I paid $20 for it, and it's just a really great brush to use to just apply my contour. Because it is an angled brush, you can really get into the, you know, that area of your face and just blend it in. When applying makeup to the eyes, there are 2 brushes that I think you absolutely need. And first one is an eyeshadow brush, and this one just basically helps to apply the eyeshadow all over your lids before you blend or anything like that. And this is the MAC 239. This was one of the first brushes that I got in my my brush set in this Christmas of 2010, and I absolutely love this brush. It's just a really great all over shadow brush, and also too, because it's kind of flat at the top, you can actually get into the under eye area here and just apply eyeshadow down there. So that one's really good. And then to blend out your eyeshadow, or to get into the crease area, if you wanted to do kind of like, you know, like a creased look, then I say the 224 by MAC is my absolute favorite. This one, because of the dome shape, just really helps to get into that crease of your eyes, and it just really helps your shadows to blend together without looking muddy. A lot of people also love the 217 by MAC. If they don't have the 224, they probably have this one. I say having both of them is really great, just because, you know, they both serve similar but also different purposes. This one you can definitely get a more detailed blending going on. So I really like this one. And then the last brush that I absolutely love, that I think everybody should have, is an angled definer brush. This one is really great, not just for filling in your brows, but it also is really good for lining your eyes. It's great for doing the under eye area because it's so angled and sharp. It's just really great for just getting that really nice defined look. So I absolutely love this brush. So I would say put this on your list of eyeshadow brushes or eye brushes if you ever are considering getting something like that. That is it for my makeup starter kit. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please let me know in the comment section below. Remember that you don't have to get all of this, but hopefully this list, this guide, it gives you some pointers on where to start. And I honestly wish I checked YouTube before I started wearing makeup. It would have saved me a lot of money. So I'm doing this to help you guys out. If you have any questions about any of the products I mentioned in this video, they will always be listed down below in the description box. But any questions are still always welcome. I still answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye! The Becca Cosmetics, what is this one called? Shimmering Skin Perfector. Where you can actually buy the empty palette itself and then buy just the eye.